What up, peeps? We are back taking a closer look at the Madden 22 updates to the yard, player classes, and Superstar KO updates. Let's check it out. Diving right into the player classes, this year in Madden 22, the team is talking about how player classes will play a huge role, and basically you can level up your player class between two modes. You can level them up in the yard or face of the franchise. Your progression will be unified between two modes. They noted that this is a shared experience that also includes Superstar X Factor abilities, unlock an ability inside face of the franchise, and it can also be used in the yard and vice versa. And this is pretty cool. I like this idea because depending on how I'm feeling, I might spend way more time in the yard playing that mode, but when I'm ready to focus on face of the franchise, all that class progression carries over. So that's a good move on their end. I can dig that. And speaking of classes, the yard and face of the franchise have added some new exclusive classes, and these are pretty dope. The first class we're going to show here is called Mojo, a complete beast on the outside and specializes in route running and coverage. Mojo is the pinnacle of good hands and even better ability to take the ball away. Now that's pretty tight. And these classes were inspired by players like Jalen Ramsey, Chase Young, Travis Kelce, and others. The next class is called the Freak, speed, power, and intensity. The Freak delivers hard hits on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. One hit from this dude and it's lights out. Oh snap. And I mean, they got Chase Young here. This is the embodiment of Chase Young, the Predator. So I like the labels on these first two classes. Matter of fact, all of them are pretty nice. The next one is the Goliath. Big, mean, nasty Goliath wrecked the competition with hard tackles, superb catching. The larger than life center does it all. You got the Goliath here in the mix, just tearing it up, just in the middle, causing all kind of trouble. And the last one is the Hitman, the last line of defense that gets the job done quickly and effectively. Hitman excels at covering large chunk of the field, showing that arm strength is everything. The Hitman just out there flexing on them. I like these new classes. I definitely like the Freak and the Goliath. I'm big on building defense, so anything hard hitting, I'm all in, especially speed. So the Freak that's going to be really good, I feel, in this mode. So as you level up these classes, you can unlock new abilities, and they noted level up enough classes and now you can mix and match Superstar X Factor abilities between classes, creating your own custom builds, reach max level in multiple classes, and begin sharing Superstar X Factor abilities, thus maximizing your power. I really like this direction. I mean, this is giving the user the ability to create and put together their own custom builds, and this is good for the community as well, to talk about and share different builds. I'm curious to see if there will be any combinations that will be just totally out of control, like super strong. And this overall gives you some incentive. I mean, leveling up all the classes in general, so I like the way they're going with this too. Let's get into the yard. So now the yard is back, and I expected it to be, because it was a solid mode. I mean, quick, casual, fun mode that has progression. I personally enjoyed it. I don't enjoy it quite as much as franchise mode, but this year with the addition of the new location, new fields across the world, seemed to be a refresh of this mode. They also talk about battling boss characters with unmatched NFL talents and unlock gear for your avatar. And in this example, they show the boss as Patrick Mahomes. And now maybe it's just me, but with these bosses, I would like to see increased difficulty, like past the standard. Maybe another reason for me to go through this campaign several times. I think that would be cool. And they do note that each venue will also feature a unique bonus game with the house rules pushed to their extremes, and a challenging mix of players that's sure to keep things interesting. Now, this could definitely be promising from that challenge point of view, so I kind of like the way that sounds. Any new challenge to keep the yard intrigued to me, so I can just continue to progress in that mode. They even go on to say if you manage to emerge victorious in all other games at a venue, you'll unlock that spot's ultimate challenge in the form of a mastery game. You may have seen some of your opponents in previous matchups in this area, but now they're bringing their A game like never before. Prove you and your squad can handle them at their very best and walk away the undisputed champion. Yes, that's really nice. And as far as the campaign for the yard, they've already stated this will be divided up into 4 different chapters, each with their own set of venues and games. Defeating a boss at each location will let you unlock the next venue. So right off the bat, you're going to be gated and will not be able to progress to the other venues until you defeat the boss. And to add a twist to it, each venue has its own set of rules. And the example they listed, the defensive theme will award 10 points for a defensive touchdown and 5 points for an interception. You might want to think twice before you throw that risky pass. This definitely freshens things up a little bit. And I'm cool with the fact that each venue has its own set of rules, but maybe in the future I would like to see this expanded. Maybe move away from set rules, but just randomize them. Like, I don't even know what to expect in this venue. You might get a role that has like a crazy rule set. I mean, that's just some thoughts, and I think it would be interesting. And they're sticking with the goals rule, which I like. The first one is to simply win the game. The second, you have that statistical objective, such as passing 150 yards as an example. And the third objective is that action-like objective. They give an example, diving into the end zone for a touchdown. So those are pretty cool. Now let's take a look at these venues. No more just playing in that dome over and over again. So this first venue is Hawaii. Looks like you got some mountains. I mean, they even threw a rainbow up in there. Oh snap. And you're pretty much surrounded by a forest of palm trees, it looks like. It looks pretty good. You've got London. It looks like the sun is setting and the fog is getting ready to set in. Looks like just a city area. And this venue here is definitely consumer friendly, especially if you like cream soda. I mean, they got the soda trucks in here heavy. My goodness. This Italy venue looks great, especially in the night setting. Not a lot of room for spectators though. As a matter of fact, it looks like standing room only. Miami, of course, they got the vibrant colors, and it's very compact in here too. I mean, so compact you got peeps standing on a cargo trailer. I'm not sure if playing on this field would hurt my eyes mixed with all the different color uniforms. I mean, time will tell. It's very bright. Green Bay, I like this landscape. It looks like more of a classic practice field style. I can dig that. Berlin looks dope too. They got a fountain over here that looks pretty nice. And I'm starting to notice the majority of these venues are standing room only. Let's look at the Nike HQ. Now, Nike took care of their spectators. They actually have seating, and I'm glad because my legs were starting to hurt just looking at all this standing room only venues. I love the color scheme. They are going here with that orange and gray that looks really dope. Those look good together. And the final one is the military base, a very solid venue. I'm digging these sunsets in these screenshots. Playing under the lights is really nice. Okay, they went on to talk about player recruitment is new and exclusive to the yard. So not only can you whoop Patrick Mahomes as he's one of the bosses, but now you can also recruit him to your squad. They also added auto drafting while drafting your team before each game will give you the most control over ensuring squad synergy. I like this option. This is to ensure your squad is balanced to your liking, so I like that option too. Now, as far as the venue rewards, I like how they made each venue have their own unique gear set, along with earning the cred and the rep. You want to knock out as much of the stat goals to progress and unlock these rewards. And here's an example of a set that's pretty slick. I mean, for a lot of people to spend time completing these objectives in each venue to unlock these items, I mean, these cosmetics have to look solid for me personally. Some people may not care. They just, some people just want to collect everything. Well, that's fine too. But I want them to continue to have the quality of sets. Set quality is a bonus for me. They talked about live events, and the Superstar Clash will be the first live event of the year. They also noted that this will be the first event, but they will be adding more throughout the year, and they will sync up with real-world NFL events. I can imagine Super Bowl, playoffs, conference championships, things like that. I can get with that, to keep it fresh. Oh, and linked to this is new brand partnerships, and this all black Jordan brand gear right here with the white gloves. Give me that. This looks really dope. I like this. Can't wait to see what else they add. And to wrap it up, Superstar KO is back, and I like Superstar KO. Just a quick, fast game, casual mode, get several games in a short period of time. This year, they noted that authentic NFL teams, various stadiums, and rosters will also be available for the first time. And here's a screenshot here. As you see, you will have the ability to choose which NFL team, which playbook for both offense and defense. The Play a Friend feature is now active in this mode, and also live rosters as the season goes on. Those will be active. This is a good step forward for this mode. And I kind of figured it'd be a matter of time before they would give us the ability to use authentic teams, and it's finally here. This definitely freshens things up a bit as well. Alright peeps, that is it. Let us know what you think about the updates to the Yard, Superstar KO, player classes. There's some exciting things coming to Madden 22. Madden is taking definitely some steps forward this year. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe. And you know what it is. We'll be back with more sports gaming news. Until next time, Gia.